Hi, everybody. We are back again with another episode of ANJC Sitdowns. I am ANJC Executive Director Suzanne Corson, and welcome my guest, the ANJC Lobbyist Jon Bombardieri. Thanks for being my guest today, John.
You're welcome. Happy to
So
be.
I think it's hard to believe that like anybody wouldn't know who you are. But if we do have some members out there who don't know who you are, can you share a little bit about your role and your history with the ANJC?
Sure. My name is Jon Bombardieri, as you said. I'm from CLB Partners based in Trenton, New Jersey. I've been with the ANJC for over 21 years now as their lobbyist. We fought a lot of battles over the years and we continue to fight for our doctors and our patients.
So, what does a lobbyist do?
A lobbyist advocates for the organization's interests by influencing government decisions and policies. We achieve this by building relationships with elected officials and their staff and providing them with information and expert opinions and sometimes mobilizing members to support these facts. Essentially, a lobbyist acts as a bridge between the association and the government, ensuring the association's voice is heard and considered in the decision-making process.
In terms of building relationships with our state senators and assembly members, that's clearly the way to move our legislation forward. But like, what can our ANJC members be doing, in their practice in their town?
The most important thing is all politics are local. They need to be present. They need to engage in various activities and events that are around their towns with their legislators. They need to check in with their legislators, and also they need to educate themselves on what issues we are pushing so they can go and speak with their legislators about those issues.
And I will just put a plug in here, like for any member that has any questions or wants to get involved or wants to know what our more details about what our board approved priorities are right now. Like John and I are always available, as are many of the board, all of our board members and staff. So, please just reach out. Like we want to have these conversations.
And it's always great to just get to know who your legislators are. Even if you don't know who they are, we'll tell you who they are and we'll set up some meetings for you if you want to speak with them, just so you're out there because they always listen to their locals. So that's important.
Right. And that's what they're elected to do, to talk with their constituents and learn what the issues they're facing are, and then help. So in a recent ANJC sit down, we had both Dr. Rossi, who is our chair of our legislative committee, and Dr. Antonelli, who chairs our PAC. And they shared like how the legislative committee and the PAC work together. But what do the funds that we raise for the PAC, what does that actually do? Like, what do we do with that money?
So what we're doing with that money is we're supporting legislators who support the ANJC, our patients, and chiropractic as a whole. We want those people to be reelected, so we want to give them a strong pact so they can use that money for their elections. The PAC allows us to go to these fundraisers and give us a voice and be present in meetings. So I think it's really good. And the PAC's not for me to go to events; it's for headquarters and it's for our members to attend.
No donation is too small. So like if whether it's $25 a month or, $25 a year, like get involved, learn, ask about like how can I help? And it really we have a strong pack. We need it to be stronger and we need more member involvement with the pack. So if I am a member and I'm whatever my district is, and I say like I would reach out to my state senator or assembly. Can I even do like an email? Can I do a phone call? Can I like come to headquarters and ask like what should I be sharing? These are the issues. Like, can you help me craft a message? Like, are these all ways that would be helpful?
A personal email is great. A personal note is great. A phone call is great. Or seeing them at an event is great to talk to them. They do read stuff and they read it from their constituents. So it's always good to just give it to them because they do read these things. Even if you don't get a response back, they are reading it and their staff's reading it. So they know where their constituents stand.
Hopefully, as everyone knows, anybody's paying attention to, because it's all over the news and social media, we're going to be electing a new governor in November. What what should the ANJC like? What should our plan be during the campaigning with the two candidates, and then once we actually a new governor is elected, like what should we be planning for and doing?
Our plan should be reaching out to these candidates, sitting down with them, talking about who the ANJC is, who our members are, what's important to our membership, what's important to our patients, and just educate them on the association. And then also meeting with their policy people to talk about the issues that are important to us, the issues that we're working on, and issues that we have that are problems, such as insurance issues. So it's always great to reach out to them and let them know what we're thinking and who we are.
Like, what are the issues that you're facing in your practice? Um, and we know like the big ones, the $35 cap and third party administrators, um, some of these things that we've really been working on, but we need a louder voice. And so we need to understand, and having real examples of what's happening in our members' practices is really helpful to then share with the legislators. So we want to hear from, right? I mean, John, you talk to members all the
No
time.
issue is too small, and repetition is great. And if we have examples, like you said, that we can actually show real world to them, they'll understand it better and they'll understand the need for it. So it's always great for member engagement, and we love it when they reach out and let us know.
Well, thank you so much. Look, as we said in the beginning, the ANJC is very lucky to have a lobbyist that's been here for several decades and understands, the history of our organization and what the issues that we face, like high level and then, day to day. So, and you're always a pleasure to work with. So thank you very much. And thanks for joining me for this episode of the ANJC Sit Down.